Hello everyone, welcome to the next class. So in this class, we're going to talk a bit about two commands that are also widely used in the Linux world. Linux, which are the cp command and the mv command. Cp, it's short for copy, and mv stands for move. So they're basically used for copying files from one place to another and for moving files from one place to another. The difference is that copy duplicates. It keeps the file in the original location, while mv moves it, takes the file out of one directory and moves it to another location, right? So here in our exercise, let's go to our ROM and let's create a new directory called dir destino. So this directory, dir destino, has been created. It's right here. Let's create a little file called log.txt in the home directory where we are. So here it is, the file has been created. If I want to move this file that's inside the home directory to that destination directory we created, all I have to do is use mv and the path, which could be the relative path from where I am, from this directory, or the full path, which is home log.txt. I want to move the log.txt file, which was created inside the home directory, to home destination, to this new directory of ours, which we created inside home. So if I run this command, it will move it because I'm using mv. It will effectively take the specified file out of its current home directory and then carefully place it inside the designated destination directory. So if I proceed to run the ls command, you will clearly see that now the log file is no longer present here in this location. The log.txt file was moved into the home txt directory. I can confirm the destination by using ls that the file is inside there, right? Different from move is the cp command, which copies to the location but also keeps the original. So for example, if I want to copy the log file that's inside the destination directory and bring it back to home and also change its name at the same time, I can do it this way. If I left out the new name and just ran the command without it, it would copy with the same name as the original file, which would be log.txt. But I want to copy it and change its name at the destination, so I'm going to use this command cp. So it already copied the log.txt file and left it there. Okay. If I run ls to check the contents of the destination, the file is still there as log.txt, and now it brought the file, it copied the file exactly as it was in the source to home, all right, with this new name here. So if I run the ls command here in Womlet, me hit Ctrl+Z here, I ended up typing in the text. So if I type ls here, you'll see that the file is now here. It's been cloned, it's been copied, and the name was changed using the cp command. Okay, let's create a new file now. Here in home, an empty file using the touch command called log clone. Okay, so here I'm going to create a new file called log.clone, just so we can confirm. Now, look, in this current home directory, I specifically have log.clone.txt and I also have log.clone.bat, right? Imagine, for instance, you want to precisely copy just these two particular files to another distinct directory. I don't want to copy this one here. I'd have to keep doing individual copies, typing the name of each file. But what if I had, say, 500,000 files? But I know, for example, that the file I want to copy starts with the word log. wildcard, it doesn't matter what comes after. And then I can use the wildcard, which is the asterisk, for example, to copy from here. I can, for example, run an ls. If I want to check all the files that start with the name log that are inside the home directory, then here, look, right here. And it only brought up these files. And if I want to copy these files, which are these two, to the destination directory, to home destination, is the same thing. I'm going to use the cp command to copy. And here, when checking, instead of typing the name of each file, I'm going to use a wildcard, right? And it copies all the files that start with log. And it doesn't matter what comes after, right? So this wildcard here, I can use it before or after. It's really useful. And it makes our lives easier. And you'll use this type of command a lot in your daily routine. All right, I'm passing this on to you. The main commands I'm showing you here are the ones you'll need for the Oracle course. The goal isn't to teach you everything about Linux, but rather the main commands you'll need to use in your daily work. So about this type of wildcard, the asterisk, you'll use it a lot. So here, I'm going to copy all the files in this directory that start with the name log into this directory, and only those files I'm going to copy, not move. These files will remain in the original location. So if I check what was copied, let me clear the screen here. So if I check what was copied, here it is. The files were copied into the destination. And if I want to delete all the files in the destination directory that start with log, no matter what comes after, I'm going to use the rm command. So I can use the rm command. If I just use the rm command without any options, it will ask you file by file, directory by directory, if you want to delete them or not. When I add the tr option, it's an option that effectively makes the rm command a powerful tool. Remove directories inside as well. Besides files, it will delete subdirectories recursively that are inside this directory here, okay? But that also start in this case with log, right? Because we've indicated here that I want to delete, right? Everything located inside the designated target directory that specifically contains the word log within its name or content. And the F option here, which is the second option for the command, it won't even ask you. So that whole thing of it asking you all the time will stop. File, file, directory, whether you want to delete it or not. When you use FOF, it doesn't ask you anything else, it just deletes, right? Let me run a test here before I'll go inside the directory and I'm going to create a brand new directory right here, which I will call log year. Not log as in, not log as in, okay? Let me clear up a question here. So we're going to run the command rm rf and let's see what it does. Here, for sure, all files that start with log will be deleted. All right. Let's take a look at the directories. The deletion was carried out. It didn't even ask you anything. You saw that. So let's go inside the day destination. So here it is. You see, it's just as I said. So it's going to delete using the rmrf command. With the F option, it won't ask you anything, it will just do it. And with the R option, it will go in and recursively delete directories as well, as long as it matches with the name we specified. So here it deleted. Besides the files, the directory that started with log was inside, and the other directory that didn't start with log, it didn't delete that one, okay? So that's what I wanted to show. For you, this is also a command that's used quite a lot. Both the copy and move commands, just be careful, because if you need to move large files, which are critical, from one place to another, okay, I suggest you use the copy command, and after you've actually copied and the files have arrived at the destination, then you check the sizes, make sure everything is okay, right? 99.9% of the time it works. Everything was fine. I'm talking about the issue of moving, taking something from one place and putting it in another. But it can happen that you moving a very large file, gigabytes, terabytes from one directory to another, and something goes wrong during the transfer, like a power outage or a server issue, and you end up with a lost or corrupted file. So in these cases, when you're dealing with critical files, got it? Copy it, use the cp command, copy the file to the destination, check the file, the size, make sure everything is correct, the original, and then you go and delete the file from the original location. Don't forget to protect your environment with backups and everything else. All right?